Betrayed by my girlfriend and cousin at a wedding. Hey, Reddit. I uploaded my story a few days ago, but the mod deleted it due to lack of paragraphs. So here it is again with paragraphs. I'll post more updates as time goes on. Here it goes. So my girlfriend, Francesca, 33 female, and I, 34 male, we've been together for a couple of years now. We both smoke cannabis, though I limit myself to fortnightly sessions due to tolerance build up from my teenage years. Francesca, on the other hand, has a penchant for drinking, which she does every weekend. We attended my cousin's wedding not too long ago. Now I'm not much of a drinker, but Francesca convinced me to swap my usual with joint for a few rounds of drinks at the reception. I got more drunk than I've ever been, and I stumbled upon Francesca doing cocaine with Sean, 31 male, my other cousin. Sean and I aren't close. He sees me as a weirdo who gets high all the time. While I see him as an arrogant, spoiled bully, it felt like a slap in the face to find them together like that. Even more so, when Francesco brushed it off as her, just having a good time. Despite our argument, we ended up in bed together. The next morning, I woke up to find her gone. My heart sank, but I tried not to jump to conclusions. Down at the reception, I overheard some of Sean's friends joking about how Sean was shagging his cousin's girlfriend. I confronted them, demanded to know which room they were in, and insisted one of them come with me. The sound of sex was audible before we even reached the room. I told Sean's friend to knock and get Sean out without telling him why. After repeated shouting and knocking, Sean opened the door to see me. He backed away. I followed him into the room. My Francesca was in bed, looking shocked and asking, "What is it?" Sean stayed silent. I could only stand there as she became hysterical, claiming it's not what it looks like. But it was exactly what it looked like. I left without saying a word. So that's my story, Reddit. I'm feeling a mix of betrayal, anger, and confusion right now. I'm open to any advice, any words of wisdom as I navigate through this. Thanks for reading. Update. Hey, again, Reddit. I'm still trying to come to terms with everything that's happened since that night at the wedding. I've read every single one of your comments on my previous post, and I can't begin to express how much your words and support have meant to me. Francesca has been incessantly trying to reach me. Calls, texts, even showing up in my apartment, you name it. She's desperate to explain to justify what happened, but honestly, I've been too numb and too hurt to listen. Sean? Well, he's been disturbingly silent towards me. However, he's been more than vocal about the situation with the rest of our cousins. I found out he's been boasting about what happened that night. I only got wind of this when an uncle reprimanded him for his behavior. To say I'm disgusted would be an understatement. And the reaction from my other cousins, well, it's been far from supportive. Many are content to laugh at my expense, and it feels like an additional betrayal. They've started referring to me as cuck, which is not only immature, but also incredibly hurtful. I've decided I don't need that kind of negativity in my life right now. As for Francesca, we still haven't spoken. I'm not sure I'm ready to hear her side of things yet, but I know I will need to at some point. I need that closure to move forward. Right now, my focus is on myself. I'm trying to regain a sense of normalcy, taking one day at a time. I'm reconnecting with old hobbies, trying to find joy in the little things again. I know there's a long road ahead. Healing isn't linear, and I expect there will be good days and bad days. But I'm taking the first steps, and that's what matters. I'll update again when there's more to share. Until then, thank you for your continued support. It means more than words can express. Many update. My cousin, Lucille, called me today to apologize. She seemed genuinely remorseful, which was a change. She also informed me about a new lie Sean's been spreading. The Francesca and I had an open relationship and her sleeping with other men was part of our kink. According to him, I was just annoyed that he got involved. I can't say I'm surprised by Sean's behavior, but it's still disheartening. However, it's a clear reminder of why I've chosen to distance myself from that part of the family. Update 2. Since my last post, I've made arrangements to attend therapy regularly as a lifeline and should help me navigate this mess. I'm still not speaking with my other cousins. Their lack of empathy and respect has left a sour taste, and I'm not sure that will ever change. However, I did speak with Rona, Francesca's sister. She came over to pick up her stuff, and what she revealed shocked and disgusted me. Francesca has a history of infidelity, often with men who are drug dealers to settle her debts. I was so sickened by this information that I physically threw up. Many of you were right. The cheating and the coke were not the first time this has happened. How the hell did I not notice any of these signs? I immediately called my doctor to get tested for STDs. 3 days waiting for the results are some of the most stressful I've experienced. To say I'm devastated would be an understatement. I'm back at square one, reeling from the hurt and the humiliation. But I'm going to continue with my therapy and try to learn from this painful experience. Thank you again, Reddit, for being here. Your support means more than you know. I'll keep you updated on my progress. Hello again, Reddit. Just a quick little update to say I got my results back from the STD test. I'm clean. I swear this is a massive weight lifted off of my shoulders. Update 3. Hello again, Reddit. It's me. Wish I were back with better news, but sadly, that's not the case. Finally, I gathered the strength to speak to Francesca. I wanted to understand why she hadn't just told me about her cocaine use. I would have helped her, I would have gotten her off of it and possibly into rehab, but her response was a punch to the gut. She admitted that she would have cheated regardless. She claimed her sex life was lacking, that it was far from exciting, barely even vanilla. She confessed that she'd been faking it the entire time to avoid hurting me. Now she felt no need to hold back. Francesca even echoed my cousins, calling me a cuckold, and truly predicting that my next girlfriend will cheat on me too. The truth bomb Francesca dropped on me left me in a pretty dark place. The only person I've had the energy to speak to in the last 2 days is my therapist, who has been a constant rock for me in this storm. In an attempt to make some positive changes, I've given up cannabis and started hitting the gym. It's been a good distraction, a way to vent my frustrations. I've yet to see some improvements physically, but that'll happen eventually over time. However, I have noticed women at the gym checking me out, which is a small boost to my self-esteem. I also had an unexpected encounter with Max, the son of one of my older cousins. He shared this: since the wedding, the kids and the family have been giving their parents hell, calling them out on their disgusting behavior. I guess all that free weed I used to share with them made an impression. It was a small consolation, but it gave me a moment of satisfaction. Despite all the challenges, I'm still standing. Reddit, I'm hurt, I'm healing, and I'm working on building a better version of myself. Thank you for being there during this tough journey. Your support truly means a lot. This will be my last update for a while. I'll update again when I'm in a better place. Update 4. Ran into Sean, things escalated. I bumped into Sean at our local store. Maybe it was all the pent-up anger or the last messages of my heartbreak, but seeing him there, so smug and unbothered, immediately set me off. And when he started taunting me, I just snapped. I did something I never thought I'd do. I attacked Sean. It was a flurry of punches, rage, and adrenaline. I broke his nose and knocked out one of his teeth. I've never had been a violent person, but in that moment, it felt like every punch was for every lie, every betrayal, and every heartache. His friends were there too, but they didn't lift a finger to help him. Instead, they watched the entire incident unfold. And when it was over, that they're jumping to Sean's aid, they put up their hands and shook their heads as if to say, "We're not with him." I'm worried about potential legal repercussions. Aggravated assault and grievous bodily harm are serious charges. However, I haven't been arrested and the police haven't been in contact. In fact, no one's reached out to me about it. Still, I'm keeping a low profile. Trying to process what happened and how I could lose control like that. I'm continuing my therapy and my workouts, trying to channel my anger and hurt in more productive ways. I'm not proud of what I did to Sean, but I can't change what happened. I can only work on myself to ensure it doesn't happen again. Hey OP. The problem here isn't just the cheating. A number of problems have combined to create this unfortunate circumstance. Let's analyze a few key passages in your story. Francesca, your girlfriend. Francesca's actions are unquestionably wrong. Lying, especially to a family member, is unacceptable. The drug problem also seems alarming. Her justifications and subsequent behavior do nothing to advance her cause. She has demonstrated that she is extremely selfish, dishonest, and disrespectful to you. Listening to your justifications might only make you feel worse at this point. Your cousin, Sean, the behavior relative, is disgusting. By sleeping with your girlfriend, he's not only deceived you, but he also had the gall to brag about it. He behaved completely contrary to how family members are expected to support and respect one another. His actions, both before and after the incident, give the impression that he doesn't have empathy for or respect for other people. Your family's response to the incident was extremely upsetting. They've made fun of you instead of helping you get through this difficult moment. In particular, during such a trying period, it is imperative to surround yourself with positive, encouraging people. Their actions don't support your ability to heal. Past affairs of Francesca. Rona's admissions regarding Francesca are troubling. It's alarming that you were unaware of her past of adultery and to drug-related problems. It wasn't right to keep you in the dark about such important matters. Regarding your behavior to Sean at the store, even though violence is not the solution, it is reasonable to give the intense emotional stress you have been experiencing. However, make an effort to restrain your rage in the future. It would be preferable to direct this energy toward positive pursuits like therapy and self-improvement, which you appear to already be engaged in. Keep a positive attitude around you and think about getting support from a professional to get through this difficult moment. Going cold turkey on Sean, Francesca, and the other unhelpful family members would be a good idea, at least temporarily. Stay strong. Now let's see what some of the community has to say. Lucky Dude 2022 says, now imagine finding all these after getting married. Now imagine finding all these after having kids. Time will heal everything. The darkest hour will pass, so stay strong and don't give up. As for other people, karma is extremely brutal and they will be punished. The Juicy Juice wants to say, what was Rona like toward you when she came to collect Francesca's stuff? When she was telling you all about what Francesca is really like. So sorry you're going through this. For what it's worth, some of your families sound horrendous. But at least you can distance yourself from them. The arrogant cousin is gross. It's likely that most people won't believe the lies he's spouting by the sounds of things. I bet money that this is not the first time that he's behaved so disgustingly. People will see through his lies in time. The op replies, she was cold and unsympathetic. Soft Latino Kitten says no doubt because she's tired of having to clean up her sister's numerous messes. You dodged a bullet for so many reasons. Sounds like her family isn't the kind you want to join long-term either. Hang in there. Mordo 27 chimes in. Other than that, how was the wedding? DOP replies, beautiful bride was stunning. Raycon 0716 says, what's been the reaction from the family? And where's the girlfriend and cousin? The op answers, after I left the hotel, I found out that Francesca had been left stranded. Neither Sean or anyone else gave her a lift. Her sister, Rona, ended up having to come and get her. I'm assuming Francesca told Rona the truth about what happened because if she'd spun some lie, I'm sure Rona would have reached out to me. Francesca has been flooding my phone with calls and texts trying to explain and apologize, but I've not been ready to hear it. Sean, on the other hand, been disgustingly silent towards me, but openly bragging to our other cousins about the situation. I only found out because an uncle reprimanded him for it. And one more comment from, "This is a stupid name 0. Well, you now know for a fact your cousin is complete garbage. Your, hopefully, soon-to-be ex-girlfriend is no better. You also know alcoholic druggies are not good partners. Be strong. Go to contact with both of them, box her stuff up, and tell her sister to come get it. Delete and block both on everything. Talk to a therapist, build a life as a single man that you love and are content in. Then you can start looking for the right woman to fit into that life." Thanks for checking in with us today. We hope you enjoy the story. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Until next time.